on this world stage play as good as they've been playing in the scrims.
Let's get things kicked off and find out a best of 5. The winner's reward is to play NRG later on. As this ball goes in front, and Freaky's going to start things off for Veloce.
And this is just what you'd expect from Veloce. I had mentioned it. The infield passing, they didn't really aim for Freaky, but the rebound came out to him. But you can expect Veloce to play that style. Casio and Flame on the walls, looking to get that ball centered.
So a quick start for Veloce, as Lowkey still trying to get a hold of things as they get their first touches here. Card turned away. This ball still on the Veloce side. Flame off his own backboard. Casio to clear it away. Lowkey now finding some space out of their own corner. Card again. Trying to find a way out. He can't. Loki now through the midfield. We've seen a lot of South American teams really like to utilize these long clears high into space and try and follow up on them. Veloce just not going to let it happen here as Kaio loses the ball in the midfield.
And you see that in South America, the attacking the backboard plays where they just try to outpace you, try to slam it off the backboard, make you use up that boost, and hopefully open up some gaps. But low-key, they know how to make those infield passes happen. Also, Kaio is an expert dribbler.
We see Tender on the dribble now. No boost to work with as he goes into the Veloce corner. Met by Freaky, cleared out. And a big clear comes out from him. Lowkey struggling to push this one back. Tender to Kaio. This one's going off the back wall for Veloce, dropping down into their own corner. Opportunity now for Lowkey. Given up and away. Flame quickly down the field for Veloce. Here's Card to the midfield, and Veloce have really locked down the midfield. It's taking these high balls to the back wall for Lowkey to even get to the Veloce side.
We've seen only one shot registered so far in these first 2 minutes. Lowkey still trying to find their footing.
An opportunity is there for Lowkey. They just got to spread the defense of Veloce a bit more. Here's Flame to the midfield. Lots of space for Casio. Tried to give it back. Not enough power. Lowkey jumps all over it, but just can't follow it up as it goes into the Veloce corner. Opportunity now. This one going off the back wall. Follow up from Card. It's going to go just high of the crossbar and cleared out by Freaky.
It seemed like that double tap was going to connect just a few inches high. Card almost making that play happen.
That ball almost pinched away for Lowkey. Still, one defender from Veloce, making it so tough for two of Lowkey to break out. Veloce now keeping Lowkey in their own end. Here's an opportunity. Kaio can't get over that one.
Freaky barely getting to that ball in time. Kaio even got a piece of it when Freaky went for that clear.
Here's Flame to the midfield shot. It's upper shelf, and Freaky gets the second goal for Veloce.
And this is textbook Veloce. They did this all season long. Flame coming off the sidewall, just feeding Freaky in the middle. He is an expert shooter and a clutch shooter as well. Freaky making it happen for Veloce.
So a 2-goal lead opens up for Veloce.
No chance.
And Lowkey's going to respond immediately back. It's Card who gets Lowkey on the board.
It looked like there was a bit of a pool shot here. Flame, and it skips off Flame's hood and just launches back 127 kilometers per hour. Unfortunate challenge for Flame, but now Lowkey right back into it.
They get their first goal on the response here. And now things might heat up for Lowkey as another shot comes through, and it's going to go in for Card. They tie it up with 1:25 left.
I didn't think this was going to sneak through. We had two defenders in net. Flame just picked up boost. Freaky right on the goal line. And it's put far post by Card. Precision shooting, and Lowkey tie it up.
And we've heard some criticisms of the Loki defense, but haven't heard much praise for their offense when they get going. So quick to the ball, so mechanically skilled, and put defenders in very uncomfortable situations there.
And that's the South American style, Corelli, is just playing that high-speed offensive type gameplay. We heard Astral comment about the 3 sins and how their speed and their mechanics is there. It's the same for Loki.
It is that speed from the South American teams that give them an edge sometimes in games and series. Here's Tander, less than a minute left. Can Loki take a late lead, or does Veloce close the door? This one's going to go open. It was a demo from Cassio, and Freaky's going to get credit.
And that demo really opened up this chance. The last defender back getting deleted, and that's all it took. Veloce remaining calm under the pressure.
Plenty of time left for Loki. 38 seconds is more than enough to get one back. He's got to get control. Great pass down from Kai over to Tander, cut out by Flame off the back wall. Veloce looking for one more to close out game 1. Card pops this one up, but it's straight back to Veloce as he again is called upon to clear it away. Loki struggling to break out of their corners every single time Veloce is in front of them. Now 2 go here from Loki, and again, the corner's just not working. Veloce are always there to respond. They're going to have to go down the field at 0-second time. Opportunity here as Veloce,
pass.
They go back, and up they go for South America. Loki can't follow it up, and Veloce take game 1.
Some good moments from Loki, but overall Veloce in the driver's seat. Freaky with a hat trick, and his teammates finding him. Cassio put that ball out into the middle. We saw the hit off the back wall. It fed back out to Freaky. He was able to easily get that goal. And then the passing play as well. Flame had that center to Freaky. That was beautiful. And then the demo to finish off this game. Card tried to beat the defender. He did, but Freaky was right in position, and no one was left back for Lowkey to keep that shot out.
And good from Loki to respond back and keep this game close. But I think that last 30, 40 seconds of that game is definitely telling of what Loki is going to get with Veloce. You saw them lock him in on the corners, and Loki just couldn't break out. And that's what Veloce does so well. It's those rotations. And again, every single one of those players being at the right spot at the right time to keep their opposition locked down. And that's exactly what we saw from Veloce here in game 1.
Their spacing is just so good. And the passing, the vision from Veloce is what they specialize in. Look, fine, and it's usually Freaky, waiting in the wings, waiting for that ball to get distributed to him. He hangs out in the back and waits for his chances, and his teammates serve him up time and time again.
It was a hat trick for Freaky, and he looked good, and all of Veloce looked good. And for Loki now, the question is, how do you break out of your own end, beat the first defender, and create opportunity?
For me, it feels like it's a mental thing as well. That shot almost finding the far post, but playing well on the main stage at the World Championship, it is a different feeling. It doesn't matter how good you're playing in the back. It doesn't matter, you know, how much talent you have. It's a mental barrier that you must get through, and it is a tough one.
Even with 2 players with experience here for Loki on the world stage. Very nerve-wracking to go against anyone here in front of a crowd. But it was a close game in game 1. As Loki trying to break out from their own end once again. This ball given up off the back wall. Follow-up is not there from Veloce. And Kyle's going to take this one all the way to the Veloce corner. Here's Card. Picks this one up past 1. Tries to go past 2. Cassio does make the long clear down to Flame. Cut out by Kaio. A follow-up there from Card. Met by Freaky. Opportunity now. The bump tried to get on to Cassio. Card, lots of boost to work with. Shut down from Flame.
And Kaio had stolen the other corner boost. This is going to be Lowkey's best chance of the game. They can keep this pressure on. Another corner boost steal from Kaio as well. They have the advantage.
The more they can keep Veloce locked in their defensive third, the better. Kaio can't follow that one up. But a couple players missing on both sides. Here's Tander. Trying to keep this one going. Not a lot of boost to work with here. Ball does come out to him. Can't get back to that one with 8 boosts, so it's up to Kaio.
Clear from Flame.
Tough touch. Cleared away by Card.
That Flame hit was very difficult to manage and was able to allow Veloce to break out of their half and get this attack going right now.
Veloce on the attack. It's Freaky. Nobody in the mid. Put on a shot for Veloce. They're just waiting for Lowkey to get the ball up. Here's a passing play. Card had options to his right.
And you're seeing the vision. They're attempting these passing plays, but the angles are getting cut down by Veloce. Veloce is just too speedy, and Lowkey can't find the openings. The pinch!
They got it. Kaio on the pinch, and it's Lowkey on the board first.
The pinch from Card and Kaio. That is just how you write it up on the whiteboard.
And they'll take it. They've had a lot of opportunity here in the first half. And they do get one here on the pinch. And I think it really is about breaking down that midfield of Veloce. Lowkey able to do it there with that pinch, now up by 1. Looking for more. Tander tried to get back to the middle. Shot does come down, nobody's home. A second touch, can't get there. And Lowkey that close to a second goal.
And everything was there. Tander had the interruption. Casio was slowed down. And barely a miss. We'll see if that missed chance comes back to haunt Lowkey.
And it was a good attempt. They all backed off afterwards, and Veloce was able to break out, and now Flame able to tie it up with 1:55.
And it certainly does. Just moments later, Card bailing out, and then you see the bump from Freaky opening up the doors for Flame, and he waltzes right in.
So a tie game, just under 2 minutes. A response from Veloce here. Things seem to be speeding up here for Lowkey, though. This one going off the corner. Kaio tried to get it out. And a follow-up. Their shot goes high. One more from Kaio, and again off target. They're just circling around the Veloce net. They just can't put it on target.
And this is the defining moment for Lowkey. They made it to this World Championship, and now they almost get that goal. It seemed like that was going to be the go-ahead.
Another close call here for Lowkey, but they are putting on the pressure of Veloce. There's a pass across, nobody from Lowkey to follow up. This time it's Tander. Can't get it, and Veloce able to take a deep breath coming out from their defensive third. Definitely a different game here for Lowkey.
Going down 2 games in the series out of the gate. That is going to be a very difficult situation for them. Like I said, Corelli, this is the defining moment for Lowkey. This is a must-win situation.
Oh, big miss there from Flame, and Lowkey wasn't expecting it. But it does give them some possession. Kaio, big miss there. 2 go now from Veloce. A second touch from Card, and another one out towards his team to at least keep possession. Follow up here from Tander. Can he drop it in? He can't. Freaky to clear it away. Here comes Flame. Opportunity for him. And just pushed into the Lowkey corner. Card just cradling this one above his box. This time it's going to go towards the net. A follow-up. This is one on target. Kaio almost able to find the angle as Flame on the clear. 10 seconds left now. Overtime looming.
Double commit.
3 seconds left. Lowkey looking for one more opportunity, and that one's cleared across the net. And it's going to drop down overtime in game 2.
Very important game for Lowkey. This series can get out of hand, or they can get back into it right here.
A shot does come down from Tander. Card trying to create opportunity for Lowkey. Veloce have given up a lot more space here in game 2. And Lowkey has absolutely taken advantage. Shot comes out, far post off the inside. Flame denied. And here comes Lowkey back the other way. It was Freaky on the clear. And now Flame. Opportunity cleared out by Kaio.
Huge challenge from Kaio on that 50-50. If he loses that, Lowkey's in a horrible situation.
Casio playing this one away for Veloce. Flame couldn't get the touch. Freaky there to follow up. Coming up on a minute of overtime. Tander looking for options, but shut down by Casio. Demo comes out. Veloce hunting.
Oh, the miss.
For the go-ahead goal. Loki get out. The pass over to Card. Card puts that one high. As nobody from Loki was able to get a hold of it. Now Casio over to Freaky. Shot. Turned away by Kaio. Tander, big clear for Loki, and their clears have gotten a lot better into overtime. Not letting Veloce have these extended stays in their defensive third. Flame can't get the touch. Casio gets 2 here to go over Tander. This one popped up. Flame met by Kaio.
Seeing low boost from this Veloce squad. Flame used up every ounce. Card getting challenged by Casio. We're seeing Loki start to build momentum.
Here's Freaky looking for that back wall. Follow-up is there, and it's off the post. Now off to the races. Loki, they've got an open net. It's wide open for Kaio, and they take game 2.
Veloce went all in, and Loki calls their bluff and runs it right back. The counterattack goal for Loki, and that was a defining moment for them in this series. Getting back into it, equalizing it 1 apiece.
It's exactly what they needed. It felt like an opportunity was going to come, and look at the shots from Loki, 14 in their favor.
And I believe it was Kaio that was going for that a double tap that he narrowly missed.
There's a couple.
I'd have to take another look at it, but regardless, Loki had the opportunity to get that insurance goal, and they missed it. And then seconds later, Flame got the equalizer, and it seemed like that was going to be the defining moment in the game. However, Loki keeps their calm and gets the win, and that is going to do wonders for their morale as they continue on in this series.
Well, the defense holds strong there at the last second in overtime, and Loki, much better game here in game 2. Is still very close. Obviously could have gone Veloce's way, but Loki had a lot of opportunity in the final third on the Veloce side. It just felt like for Veloce, they struggled to control the midfield in game 2 like they did in game 1. And I think it's really credit to Lowkey figuring out how to get out of their own end, long clears away from the opposition to just buy themselves some time, get some boost, get back in rotation.
Quality clears and also quality challenges, getting some key 50-50 wins. There was a situation where Kaio was in a 1v2 situation and had to get a quality 50-50, and that's exactly what he did. The challenges are there, the clears are there. But we're still not seeing that many passing opportunities from Loki. We've seen Veloce make it happen. But for Loki, it's not so much that. It's more individual efforts.
But it has been the pressure from Loki that's been so strong, especially in game 2. We're seeing it right off the bat in game 3. Here's Casio. Veloce. Can't get a hold of it. Tander. That ball just slowly rolls over to Casio. He pops it up. Veloce going to push down the field here.
Double commit.
A little bit of some miscommunication there on the defensive side, but Loki.
And a well-timed flip from Tander is going to win that 50-50.
And he just kept going. Kaio tried to drop it down. And now opportunity for Flame. It's wide open. Lowkey gives up the ball in a horrible situation. And Veloce on the board first.
The immediate counterattack. Kaio, he put that ball in a terrible spot, dropping it down to the opposition. You need to have that vision. And as soon as he makes that hit, the counterattack was on. Flame was already upfield. And it was just an easy pass from Freaky.
Loki looking to respond after early pressure here in game 3. We're only a minute in. Here's Casio giving up to Card. He knew he was beat by Freaky there. Now Flame. Can't get a piece of it off the back wall. Freaky keeping this one in for Veloce. Tander. Big clear now from Kaio. Card just popping this one up, but it's tough to go up when Veloce knows exactly where you're going. Great pass down. Flame jumps, but barely gets on the ball on the ground. Follow up on the back post, can't get there.
Flame it pre-jumped And that shot was a scorcher right along the ground. And Flame barely touched that ball. That one was close to getting in.
Kaio's shot is on target. Freaky had to stretch out to make the save, but everyone's committed here from Lowkey, and Flame beats the last defender. Great clear, though, to slow things down.
Excellent composure from Kaio. If he misses that, Flame was on the hunt, waiting for his chance to get that rebound goal. But not only did he get the hit, he blasted it downfield.
Very smart hit there from Tander to bounce it up. Did give opportunity, just went a little bit high. Here's Flame now. And Veloce haven't seen that suffocating offense that we saw in game 1.
They haven't had the space. The space has been closed by Lowkey. The challenges that they're making aren't giving Veloce any time to set up the passing plays.
And it always is interesting to see players go for the body of the opposition rather than just the ball. As that one did come across. Smart play, wasn't able to connect on the Lowkey side. Kaio giving this one up to Card. Everyone wants a piece of it from Lowkey, but they just can't get a hold of it. Flame comes through and says thank you very much. Veloce, though, a lot of balls given up in the final third. Lowkey quick to see where Veloce is going to formulate an attack. Freaky. Now giving up to Card. Card goes over one on the air dribble, gets the bump. Cassio still slowing it down just enough. Tander tries to drop it off. Kaio back the other way across the box. Follow-up is there, can't connect for Lowkey. A second effort, and it's Kaio to tie it up.
And Lowkey was building this momentum. Freaky missed that. Card had come in to try to get the block. Kaio just turns around and punches that one in. But Veloce was locked down in their own half. Lowkey staying close to the ball, just playing keep away from Veloce.
There's been 6 goals scored for Lowkey in this series, and Kaio has been a part of all of them. Talk about Chamaco on the desk, talked about experience just playing the game.
Kaio's been around for a long time, Corelli.
We're seeing it pay off here. Cool under pressure and contributing to his team on all fronts.
Kaio barely missed out on representing South America last World Championship. And many would regard him as the king of Sam.
He's definitely hungry.
He is hungry, and he's showing it in this series.
Prove his worth, and so far so good. Lowkey again on the attack, less than a minute to go. Tander waiting patiently for this one to come down. Opts to go for a follow-up, but cleaned up by Flame. Big clear to the corner. As Veloce also gets a demo here. Opportunity now for Veloce off the back wall. Follow-up from Freaky. Dropped out. Big save, though, from Card. Still on the attack is Veloce. Locking in this Lowkey defense. Tander picks it up. Met by Freaky. Freaky again. Tried to go back post with it. Shot comes through wide. And Lowkey just trying to hang on here. You're slowly seeing boost being deprived from this Lowkey side. And Veloce have definitely kicked it up a notch here in the final 10. Off the back wall. And Card's going to get the go-ahead goal in game 3.
It's game time for Lowkey Esports. 6 seconds left. Card getting the go-ahead goal.
And he didn't expect it. I thought Veloce was going to make the play, but I think it was Flame who just let it go by. And with 6 seconds left, Lowkey looking to take the lead in the series here. Into 0-second time. Can Freaky keep it up? He can. This is the last chance for Veloce. Flame's got to get there in the corner. Kaio. A clear, long downfield. Still, this ball being kept up by Veloce. Cassio now. Freaky and Cassio combined. Flame is the only man to keep this one up, and he's going to throw it away. Lowkey's going to take the lead in the series.
Lowkey now just one game away from getting South America their first series win on the world stage. Can they do it?
And you can just see from the stats, the offensive pressure that we see from Lowkey. And this is the go-ahead goal, and it was Flame. Looks like he just flipped out of the way of the ball, let it go off the back post, couldn't make the play. And Card there to finish it up, and that's that speed that we expect from these South American teams to be ready for anything.
Clear. These clears have been so good from South America. Tander launching that one so far downfield that put Flame in an awkward spot. And now they're closer than ever.
And you could see in the player cams after that game, they were smiling. They knew what had just happened. They knew what this means going up in the series, and now 1 game away from taking Sam's first series in RLCS.
And that game too, Corelli, I told you that was the defining moment. And it really was for Lowkey. The morale that you gained from an overtime victory, now back-to-back wins, being 1 game away, it seems like this is the time for Lowkey.
They got to do it one more time here. And for Veloce, a lot of missed opportunity, I'd say, in that last game. And they felt a lot of pressure from Lowkey. We've slowly seen the ramp up on the South American side, but Veloce haven't really responded. So we'll go again. Veloce backs against the wall here in game 4. Casio trying to find his way out of the corner. Kaio. Tander couldn't read that one. Is Card there to clean it up for Lowkey. Off the back wall. Tander maybe one more. Oh! Holy smokes, Tander! What a go-ahead goal in game 4!
A statement goal from Tander coming off the wall, hitting it off the backboard. A gorgeous double tap.
He's got to pop off every time on the world stage. He did it last season.
You know, Kaio and Card, they were the leaders in scoring. They're who you'd expect to make shots like that, but Tander, he is warming up.
And that's a statement at the start of game 4 for Lowkey. Still plenty of time here for Veloce to get back into it. Flame trying to press the issue. That one's going to go off the back wall. Casio beat to the ball there, but does get the demo on Tander. Another hard clear follow-up from Flame. He's had some impressive shots throughout the European RLCS. See if he can step up here. Kaio, another long clear, and Veloce forced to deal with it. Tander, options to his right. He's got Card. Looking back, looking for a second touch. Can't do it. Tander to keep this one in for Lowkey. Comes down to Kaio's shot. Hit with power, had to be saved by Flame. Still opportunity now for Lowkey as Card to keep it in.
And you can tell that Veloce's reeling. Lowkey keeping this ball locked down in the Veloce half. They did this all of game 3 as well. Or it seems like Lowkey is not phased at all. They have their eyes set on the prize, getting that series win.
They're in the driver's seat right now with all the pressure and the lead and a demo and a shot and a goal for Tander. 2-0 lead for Lowkey.
Tander piling it on. The speed on the challenge. You see Kaio gets the win and then immediately goes for the demo. Flame was behind the demo. He was smoke screened. He couldn't see a thing. Kaio, the hustle on that play. And Tander just puts it away, making the most of the opportunity.
The hole gets deeper for Veloce. They need to start finding, or at least just creating some chances here. Freaky to dish it off to Casio, can't connect. And Freaky's gonna do it himself. Gets 2 to go from Lowkey. Now Casio. He's got Freaky on the right. A good touch on to put Veloce on offense. Here's Casio. Now Card will be taken out by Flame.
Lowkey's just a step quicker to every ball. Veloce losing out on those challenges in the midfield, even on the offensive end, struggling to find those shots because every time they get the pass out, it's met by someone from Lowkey.
Veloce looking for answers, as Lowkey has just been a massive problem here in this series. Flame can't seem to get anything going Demo comes through from Casio, and he'll pay the price. It comes out to Flame, though. Opportunity here as he tries to go up and over. Not enough to get over Tander. One more touch from Freaky. That one's wide. Casio win as well, so now here comes Lowkey. Coming up on a minute and a half left.
Another huge challenge win. We saw Flame run out of boost, and Card was able to get the challenge and now push that upfield. Veloce struggling to find any answers.
And Lowkey now on their defensive third. That one goes across the box. Dangerous ball here. Veloce. Time is running out. Tander is just going through everybody right now. Freaky had to clear that one off his own back wall. Under a minute. Another long clear from Lowkey. Time ticking down with this ball just floating in the air. Casio trying to follow this one up for Veloce. They need one pretty soon here to give themselves ample time to tie it back up.
And that's a ball from Flame, and Tander gets the hat trick. Surely that is the dagger for Lowkey. Casio tried to find Flame in the middle, and it was just out of reach.
And it's just a poor touch on the defensive side. I mean, what can you say for Veloce with the speed that you know you're going up against? And Lowkey, you can't let these balls dangle out in front of the net. And that one's going to go in for Flame, so they will respond back with 27 seconds left.
It's possible, but we're going to have to see something off kickoff from Veloce. See if they have anything drawn up on the whiteboard that they can bring out right now.
And they're going to need it on this kickoff. They need one quickly. Casio trying to follow this one up. He does. And Tander does get the pinch and clear out. Card, pass over, and that one's going to go just high of the net. Here's Freaky on the clear. 10 seconds left for Veloce. It's looking very bleak for their offense here in Game 4. And with time ticking down, Lowkey are going to do it, not only for themselves, but for South America. They're going to win a series here in the World Championship, and it was no fluke. Lowkey are the real deal coming into RLCS Season 8 World Championship.
Making history for the South American region. Lowkey taking down Veloce, and Tander had an amazing game, starting out the series, or that game with a bang, an incredible double tap, and finishing it off with a hat trick. That is how you do it. Cool, calm, and collected. Lowkey getting the 3-1 victory over Veloce.
And they look good. They look really good as they move on here. And Lowkey, again, I have to say it again, the real deal against Veloce, and the real deal going forward. Teams have to watch out for them.
You can't disrespect this team. These guys, like you said, Corelli, they're the full package. The speed, the challenges. We saw Veloce start off hot, and we saw them doing what they were doing well in the regular season in Europe. But then slowly Lowkey started to beat them to the ball, beat them to the challenges in the midfield, started locking Veloce down in their own half, and Veloce didn't have an answer. They just could not match the pace that Lowkey had.
I absolutely agree. I think that was the key and the game changer here for this entire series for Lowkey, is they were able to control the midfield a lot more, or at least just disrupt it, because Veloce was so comfortable in the beginning.
They were in that game 2 overtime. That was the deciding moment. If Lowkey loses that game, they're down 0-2. They have to reverse sweep. That puts them in a very precarious situation. But getting that win, that was what allowed them to get their footing, and they didn't look back since.
And some great plays coming out on the Lowkey side. Tander in particular, another highlight reel for him.
you expect that out of Kaio, and you expect that out of Card. Two scorers who were leading the region in South America, but Tander, you can't forget about him. And on the world stage, we even heard about it. Chamaco was talking about the goal that he remembers against Cloud9 to start it off for them last season. And now he does it again in such an important game to put Veloce down and out.
Well, I think we've said our piece. We're going to send it back to the desk here. They have to say.